so it'll be fun.
Ooh, I wish I did.
Yes. Okay, we are live. We'll give it a couple of minutes, one or two, for people to kind of start coming on.
Perfect.
And then we will get going. For those that are tuning in now, we're going to get started here in about 2 minutes. We have 2 exit interviews for you tonight. As you can see, we are first going to be accompanied by Bailey, and then, of course, Jeremy will be coming in next. Both have a lot to say. Hold on one second. Let me read this message.
Ugh. God knows what I'm good at is talking, so...
I know, and I can't reveal a whole lot because there's West Coasters, but I have things to watch tonight too. So I'm just kidding. We're here as long as we need to be. Nobody expected what happened in Big Brother tonight to happen tonight. Expect the unexpected, but I won't spoil anything for you West Coasters.
Don't ruin it.
Including Bailey.
I have 40 minutes. Don't spoil anything.
I won't spoil anything.
I have an idea of what's going on, but don't spoil anything.
It's not even that. It's just that there's stuff on the live feeds that we have to watch. Hashtag the HOH isn't determined tonight.
Wait,
that's not spoiling anything.
Has it been determined or hasn't?
This doesn't spoil results or anything, but HOH is one that carries over to the live feeds tonight.
Oh my god!
So that doesn't spoil any of the actual episode information. But
that's not fair to West Coasters. I'm upset. This sucks.
Well, they still haven't even turned on the feeds yet. We're still watching trivia. So, oh well, that's Big Brother. That's a whole other episode, a whole other story. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. We are Andrew and Susan, who should hopefully be joining me at some point. Reality Rules, picking back up at Reelfoot where it left off. We've had a long hiatus, but we are back and been back 2 weeks. I'm sorry it's taken me so long. You've all been pestering.
AKA me, basically, has been others pestering you.
But there's been others. There's been tons. Shout out Daniel Beal. That have been pestering me every chance that they get. To get these interviews and get these things done. Real life has been hectic. It's summer. It's fun. It's crazy. But we are here with Bailey. Most of you know him, but Bailey, why don't you take this chance right now and just kind of introduce yourself in case some people miss some episodes or whatever.
Well, hey everyone. My name is Bailey Vogt. I was 10th place in Survivor Reelfoot, post-merge pre-jury, which is the worst position to get in Survivor history. Sorry, but it's true. And yeah, I had a blast. So, and I've been waiting for my boot episode for a year because I knew it was going to be hilarious.
Exactly. So long. Okay, so let's go back to the very beginning. You arrive at the place that Reelfoot is prepping and it's filming and all these kind of things. What are your original thoughts? Because I know y'all had a little bit of a get to know you period. So as people are showing up, as you're getting there, but pre-game, what are you thinking?
I was one of the first people to arrive. I arrived at about 2 a.m. That we all had that Monday to kind of get to know each other. I arrived that Sunday night. So I got to kind of hang out around the house a bit and get to know a lot of other people. And basically, it was like RuPaul's Drag Race where you're one of the first few people and then people start coming in and it's all of a sudden like, oh, now I have to basically divulge my whole life story, like, again, to the freaking ninth person after me. So it was a lot of fun. Obviously, like, the biggest reaction that I think I had was Trevor. I don't know if a lot of people actually know this or if Trevor mentioned in his exit interview, but we knew each other beforehand. We actually played the online game of Survivor that Audrey won. And so we had that connection.
Shout out, I'm Survivor.
Yeah, exactly. And so basically, like, I didn't even think of game at that point because all of a sudden I just jumped up. I was like, Trevor! And I'm hugging him, and then I'm like, oh, great, now we're a pair. Frickety frack. Ugh. Yep. So
he did mention that in his interview.
Yeah, that was not my finest moment, but I'm a very fun, happy guy, and I was like, oh my god, unexpected org meetup, so fun, let's do it, yay, and yeah, Yeah, that kind of screwed my week. Pretty much.
Okay, so let's get into it. So you and Trevor obviously are there. Daniel and David, did you have any idea? At what point did you know that Daniel and David were a pair?
I am so PO'd because I should have known. Like, oh, we've got these two semi-attractive gay guys who show up in the same freaking car together from the airport, and they both happen to be from freaking Virginia. What are the odds, right? Oh, well, I didn't think anything of it. So I didn't know until I got voted out, and I had Michael and I think it was Michael and Nathan both told me, and I'm not even kidding you. I flipped up two birds and I walked into a cornfield because I was so PO'd. I was so pissed off at myself. I was like, why did I not think this one through? No wonder I had no shot working with Daniel at that point because he was so close to David.
Sorry, my wife sneezed.
Oh, bless you, wife.
Bailey said bless you too. That's the guy I'm interviewing. She said thank you. She's very polite.
She sounds like a charmer.
She is. She's amazing.
Oh, I'm sure. You lucky man.
Absolutely. She's the lucky one, let's be real. I'm just kidding.
You took that one so fast so you didn't have to take the couch.
Okay, so let's get into a little more. So the tribes are... I'm going to change subjects very quickly. I'm good at that. The tribes are situated, and you see your original tribe, and I don't have that list in front of me anymore. And... yeah, so what were your thoughts when the tribes actually happened?
I was naively really happy about my tribe. Maria had basically come to me in the night while I was an insomniac getting my third glass of water, and she was just like, I want to work with you. I want to work with you to the end.
She did that a lot.
She did that. Yeah, she did. I'm sure she did that with 14 other people in that house, possibly 15, because Amos was there too. She probably made a deal with him as well. So I was happy that I was on a tribe with her. I was happy that I was on a tribe with Trevor because I thought I could work that out. And Jeremy, Michael, and I had kind of made that infamous against the Girls and Gays alliance, in which I fall into one of those two categories. So, I was like, well, I mean, at least we bonded over something, right? So,
by the way, guys, if you have any questions for Bailey, sorry to interrupt. If you have any questions for Bailey, send them to me in Facebook. Andrew Gibson on Facebook. Show you the way to go home at hotmail.com on Skype. Or, so you can Facebook message me or Skype me if you have any questions for Bailey. We'll have him on for about 20 more minutes. Or if you have any for Jeremy, the same thing.
Yeah.
So, okay, continue the tribes.
Yeah, so, I was a little hesitant about having Anna and Tristan on our tribe because I was just like, I don't know how they're gonna do. But and then who else was on our tribe? Lacey is a doll and I love her, and then David. David, I was like, okay, at least we have a shot in challenges. So I think that was about the idea of and then Ryan coming over, I was like, I mean, we switched one not very good at challenge person for another not very good at challenge person. So,
and trust me, we're going to talk about Ryan a lot more later. But as we mentioned earlier, you and nothing bad, but I feel that had a big key moving forward in some things, and we're going to discuss that. Obviously, you are Bailey. You and this is drink number 3. You and Trevor connected very, very well and close. So, how did his vote off affect you?
I think honestly, I would even just say that Trevor affected my game completely. I think the reason why I did not do well in this game at all is because of Trevor, is because I didn't really look outside the options that I had because I was just like, oh, I know Trevor. Trevor's my number 1. I have met Trevor before. I kind of know how Trevor plays. We can work together. Well, the problem is I didn't really realize that people didn't like Trevor. And I should have...
I love Trevor. Trevor's one of my favorite people.
I love Trevor. Don't get me wrong. The problem is the people that were on our tribe did not. So
right.
I should have realized way, way earlier. And Jeremy was not a very I could kind of sense that Jeremy was not really liked in our tribe either. So I should have because it was fun watching the season because it was like, oh, we have the 3 guys over there, and then everybody proceeds to bitch about Trevor and Jeremy, and then I'm kind of left by the wayside. Like I should have made better connections with people. And I think that was my biggest problem, is that I got stuck in this box of, okay, I'm with Jeremy and Trevor, and I didn't look outside my options.
Okay, so let's go back again. You talked about how you obviously have played online games. What's the difference between, and from a strategy, from an everyday aspect, how do you compare Reelfoot to an iSurvivor or a Pro Survivor or something like that?
Or an indoor, hashtag apply 5 endure 5.
I've applied for Endure 4 and that didn't work out.
Well, we could have played together because I played in that one.
I know you did.
7th out of 20. I got blindsided.
I watched your pressure cooker.
Oh, oof. Yeah, that was lordy. Anyway, first of all, playing in real life is better. Period. Like, period, paragraph, end of book, end of volume. Like, it's just
point blank and the period.
Yeah, point blank period. It's better because, like, I don't think people realize, like, the worst thing for me in that game was not starving, because I've done survival trips before. I was fine. I was kind of fine there. Like I slept like a baby every night. Probably the best nights of sleep I had. The problem was the boredom. There's no, like, in orgs, it's like, oh, we go to a challenge and then we go to a tribal and then we go to a challenge. It's very linear. It's very, like, it's cut and dry. Whereas sometimes I wanted to go to tribal because I was like, well, at least that'll give me something to do, something to talk about besides just asking the same, the small talk questions as we try to haphazardly get to know each other in a few days. It was, and I was only out there for 4 days. So like 39, oh my God, I'm going to go crazy of boredom. But I think that was just such a great experience because I really got to think introspectively about my life and what I wanted to do with it. And when you're not connected with cell phones and you're not connected to the internet, you get more into it. It's more real. And like, I know that's kind of a given, but it just feels more like you're actually fighting for this.
It is called Reelfoot.
It is real. We were getting real in Reelfoot.
There you go.
So
okay, so let's get a little bit more specific to what sent you your ultimate demise. Let's go to the double tribal the round before. Mm-hmm. If Ryan doesn't quit, do you think you go then?
If Ryan doesn't quit and I don't win immunity, I would have gone home. I feel that for a fact because I think that David and Maria would have, because Ryan and Anna were in their pocket at that time, and David and Maria would have thought that Jeremy would have been been a better target, like better person to drag along to the end than they would me, because I'm outspoken and loud and I'm aggressively friendly. So I would have a better chance of flipping or trying to make something work for myself than I think Jeremy would. And I think he would have made the merge over me if I hadn't won immunity. So
your tribe had 2 to actually volunteer to be voted out. Am I right on that? It's been a while since I've seen these episodes.
Yeah, we had 2, which is the only reason why I made the merge. It's fine. I lucked out. Like, I will admit I lucked out till the end. If Lacey and Ryan hadn't have voluntarily given up, me and Jeremy would not have made the merge together.
So let's say Ryan doesn't quit. What do you think happens in the merge situation?
Honestly, I think the situation becomes a lot easier. I think it becomes a better situation for me because instead of me feeling attached to Jeremy and feeling like I need to kind of stick with him because we've been together since day one, I'm all of a sudden alone with 4 other people who blindsided my butt. Like, what do you think I'm going to stick with your tribe at all? No, I'm not going to, because I don't want to. You guys, like, I maybe would have gotten voted out, but I think I also I would have tried something different instead of trying this Yuchi strong bull crap that I pulled during my merge episode.
And we're going to get there. We're going to get to this guys, girls, Yuchi strong breakdown.
Yeah.
Let's talk the immunity challenge. First off, I want to specifically talk about Jessica's constant cheating accusations. But I'm not going to lie, she's one of my favorites right now.
The deal is those weren't fully, those, like, editing can hype some things up and bring some stuff down, but there was a point where it felt like every challenge, Jessica had something to say about us, quote unquote, cheating. I don't, like, during the first on-air reward challenge, she said we cheated when Amos gave me a clear direction that I could move down. When I felt like she said something about cheating in the first episode, but that was so long ago and I was sleep deprived and hungry.
It was brought up a lot.
Yeah, the second, all of the things that were brought up were actually happened, and they almost happened every challenge. But it was like one of those things. I was like, oh, Jessica, like it's just like tribe pride. It's like, oh, we're just like, she's getting caught up in the idea of, oh, hey, like we're Chiaha and we hate Yuji, rah rah rah. Like I'm gonna call cheating on everything, and I could see that, but then we get to the individual immunity challenge where tribes aren't a thing. We're all one tribe. And then she just decides to purposely go for me, which I don't know if she knew this or not, but I had basically been making the Jessica cheating jokes for like the entire first 3 days. So for her to all of a sudden go after me, I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And it riled me up, but it was also like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is still happening, hun. What are you doing?
So what made you fall, Bailey? Because you knew you needed it. Was it just a loss of balance? Was it I know you didn't quit because Bailey doesn't quit.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, and I'm not going to try and bash Amos on this one because I don't think he has the budget for this, but I have size 13 skis. I am at the top level where I can't buy shoes at a normal department store. So for Maria, who has like size 0 feet, and David, who probably isn't that much, doesn't have that much larger feet, like I'm at a proportionate disadvantage just mathematically because I have a less center of balance. So I feel like that was, I'm not gonna, oh great, I just turned into Jessica. But I just basically said that they cheated. Okay, but anyway,
not completely. I get it.
But it did definitely factor in. But the edit really didn't show. I probably I fell forward, but I had probably saved myself like 8 times prior to that.
I saw a couple of saves on you. I mean, it was, and I mean, I've got size. I don't have size 13s, but I've got size 10. So I mean, that would be tougher for somebody with bigger feet, and I get that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you lose. David wins. What is your original strategy? What's your thought? What are you trying to do here? What are you trying to accomplish? I mean, you kind of kept going to Daniel, and I mean, Daniel's running the damn game.
I don't think anybody trusted me at that point. I don't think I really should have read the signs, but the moment that David and Maria had stayed up there against me, and then the moment I drop, they start speaking rapid fire Spanish, which I don't know what they're talking about because I flunked out of 201 twice. But I just immediately thought they're targeting me. I think they're targeting me. I didn't know for sure, but I was like, I think they're targeting me. But I didn't act on it because I didn't know where else to go. Daniel was the only one who really reached out to me. Tristan really, I was surprised in the edit that Tristan was like, Bailey's such a cool guy, because I was like, you didn't really show me anything to prove that, which I love Tristan as much as any else, but I was just like, I didn't see that. And then Stacy I didn't know Stacy was on the outs. I didn't know that Chantel didn't like me. And who was the last? And then Jessica is Jessica. So there was really nowhere else for me to go except this plan that I had heard that, oh, Jessica's going home. So I didn't know what else to do, but I hadn't heard my name either. So I was like, okay, I'm probably going to get blindsided here, but I don't think it's gonna, I don't feel like it's gonna be me because I feel like I would have heard my name coming up.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I thought that I was going to be like, I'll take this round. I will let whatever happens, and I'll move on from there.
You seemed shocked when the vote came out.
I think I would have been if it hadn't been for Anna. Anna, the moment that the first vote was read, Anna grabs my arm, and that was the moment I knew it was over. Like, she just literally grabs, death grip. She's holding, like, she knows. And I was just sitting there, and I'm like, oh, no, this isn't good.
So if you could go back and do it all over again, what would you do different? How would you come out past at least jury?
Tell Trevor to screw off. And I honestly think that's it. I do think I also had a little bit of an immature air about me that, like, I even said, like, oh, I'm not a super fan. I'm not good at this game. But I feel like I acted like I was. And I think that really showed. So I think if I did it again, I would be a lot more enjoying the experience and having fun with it rather than, like, trying to be so introspective into the game. And actually try and make relationships with everybody on my tribe. And I love Anna, but I wish I had gotten to know her better because we're basically the same loud, abrasive. She's hilarious. She's a loud, obnoxious, abrasive person who tells it like it is. And we would have gotten along so well had we actually tried to make something work. And I wish I had gotten to know her better than know her as good as we did out of the game later down the road than we did in game.
For sure. Okay, so I play a game with everybody as they're going out. It's my word association game.
Ooh.
So I will name one word or name, and you will tell me the first word or short phrase that pops into your head.
All right.
Ready?
Sounds good.
All right, first off, let's get started easy. Let's just go Survivor.
Crazy.
Ryan.
Cute.
Trevor.
Oh. I don't want to get myself in trouble on this one. Cocky.
Amos.
Thankful.
A pipe and a ball.
God damn it, if I had lasted 15 more minutes.
Size 13 feet.
They're actually very easy to be supported by grass.
Jessica.
Hashtag not a cheater.
Maria.
Easily underestimatable.
White rice.
Awful.
Tristan.
Passionate.
Let me check. I think we got a question. Okay, we'll keep going, but we do have a question. Daniel.
My best friend out of this game.
And let's go David.
Nice but fake.
One more. Stacy.
A bundle of something crazy.
All right, we got a question here. Bailey, how do you think you would have done if you had been on the Chihaha tribe instead?
Fun fact, I was supposed to be on the Chihaha tribe, and then we found out that Michael was ripped, and I got switched. So I think I would have done a lot better. Daniel is actually now one of my best out-of-the-game friends, and I think he and I wouldn't have started. I probably would have fostered Jessica's, oh my god, everyone's cheating, instead of me having to be the victim of it. And I think I would have definitely teamed up with Daniel and made something happen.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say? Get off your chest. Now is your time.
The best part about where I am at in the game is my boot has a very significant impact on how the season goes. And I'm just going to leave it in that little ominous cloud.
Fair at that. And then we're hoping that on finale night, we can get all the pre-jurors and some of the jurors in and do some group interviews and some group calls. So we hope to have you back on that night But thank you, Bailey.
Oh
it was fun watching you.
Wait for that night. I cannot wait for that night. Because you know what's better than trashing people one-on-one? Trashing people in a large group setting.
To their face.
It's like the Salem witch Reelfoot. We're gonna make this
Absolutely.
happen. Or the Reelfoot
so thank you
witch
for
trials.
Thank you for being here, Bailey. As you know, season 3 had just ended. What do you have to say to maybe anybody else that wants to try out for Reelfoot season 4 or other things?
You will not. The closest that you can get to playing this game is playing Reelfoot. Like, period, paragraph, whatever. You will think you know the game, and then you'll go into an actual live setting where you're starving, and you will probably think about quitting. As the great super fan you are, you will go through so much. You will cry. You will hurt. But you will emerge a better person than you were, and you will emerge with a new fascination and new love and new perspective on what Survivor is all about. And I don't think I could have asked for anything better than that. Oh, hey, Jeremy, what up?
Jeremy's coming in, so we're going to transition over to him. But thank you again, Bailey, and we will talk to you soon.
Bye, Jeremy. Bye, Andrew. Jeremy,
I love
nice
your
to
interview.
Be kind, Jeremy. Kind words.
No kind words. No kind words for anyone.
Be the bigger person this time. I have delicate sensibilities. All right, I'm leaving. Bye. Bye.
Hey,
What's going on, Jeremy? How are you?
I got my new hat just for this.
Your new hat. Hold on, let me pull it up so I can see. I'm just looking at questions.
From Germany.
Nice. Uh-oh, there you go.
From Berlin.
All right, so now we're transferring over to Jeremy, who was the latest person and our first member of our jury. So why don't you introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about you, and we'll go from there.
Pretty much what you saw in Reelfoot is who I am. I'm just 1 year older, so I say dumber stuff, and I like to wear hats. Who I am.
So what was your strategy coming into this game?
I didn't really have a strategy at first because I didn't really prepare for Reelfoot. I just kind of showed up because I only had maybe 3 weeks notice at Amos sent out the email. But I just didn't want to get voted out. That was pretty much like Sandra-esque strategy, but obviously she's won twice and I haven't won, so I didn't really like each vote. I was just like, I didn't care if I got votes. I just didn't want to be voted out.
And you were able to survive for a while.
Yeah.
So that was good. So I know you said you had a lot to get off your chest tonight, so why don't we just let it go? What does Jeremy have to say?
First, I haven't seen the episode because I got back Monday night and I've worked since then, so I haven't really had a chance to just sit down and watch the episode. But I mean, all my fans have told me what's happened, and pretty much everyone knew. Like, I just want to say, I knew Stacy had the idol, and I don't know what else. Like, I think if I made it past this vote, I think I could have made the finals.
So let's go back. I agree. You kind of were not. There was a lot of times where you were just a go with the flow kind of guy. I mean, what was your? I mean, was that your strategy? Was that your plan from the beginning?
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna. Like, I have like I say about a year. Like, I'm a naive person, like, to begin with, and so I think my naivety just like came out naturally. Like, I wasn't trying to be someone different. I think the show didn't show that. I think I was closer with the people than that they actually showed. I think they liked me more, maybe besides Anna, but I don't think Anna liked anyone during the show. But I think the reason I got kept over Bailey and Trevor was just because I think I actually talked to them. Like I would just talk about food for 6 hours. So I think
So
that
let's
part of
go
my game
to
was
well, the part that I got a little whatever about was the reward challenge. Why did you choose not to participate in the reward competition?
well, I got everyone targeted me first.
And so you kind of knew at that point that you had your pecking order and you were done and in trouble?
Well, I mean, this is so long ago, so I might not be 100% right, but when we got back, David, like, I just went to David for everything because I obviously I didn't know him and Daniel were together, so I was like, okay, Daniel, I'm just gonna go under David's wing, and he just told me, you're not the target this round. So the whole round, I was just acting like I was going home because, like, I knew maybe I didn't know Stacy had maybe I knew she had the fake idol, but it didn't really matter because she had the real idol. So
Right.
like I just wanted to seem like I was quitting. Like so that's why you saw my head over my buff over my face, like not even trying the immunity challenge. Like I was just I don't know, I can shoot a bow and arrow. I was just not
Did you think you were going home or did you honestly think you were safe?
well, I knew I wasn't going home if Stacy didn't play the idol, but I knew she was playing the idol, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay, we got two
And
questions from a viewer. How do you think you would have done if you would have been on the same tribe as Michael?
probably gone out sooner because like me and Michael are still like super. He's my best friend from the cast till this day, and I don't know. I'm really bad. I'm bad at showing. Like people can. I'm easy to read, so I think Daniel would just pick me off. Or I think if I would have flipped to Chiaha, I would have been first gone of the season. I just think me and Michael had no chance together.
The second question, do you still crave chicken nuggets?
I eat them every day.
He eats them every day, people.
I work at Chick-fil-A, for goodness sake.
Oh, I love Chick-fil-A. So what do you think you could have done differently?
I think not be so open about, I guess like I've changed so much in the last year about my perception on different types of people because I've grown up in a military background and conservative house. I live in the South, went to a Christian college, and I feel like if back then I couldn't have changed anything because I'm not going to be a different person. But I think if I ever played a live game again, I think because I've changed like naturally in my life, that I think my social behavior and just not like when I met Anna and Ryan, like I'd kind of just like rid them off to begin with
Right.
because like I was like, these people don't know Survivor. I've watched every season a million times, and I think I would give like people a chance just because I'm older and 1 year older. So
Awesome.
I don't think I could have done anything differently. I think I could have made it way farther because like I was willing to play even though I didn't get a chance to play. Like one thing that I don't think was shown was I think the Jessica was my idea. Like I'm pretty sure I went up to every single Chiaha member except for Jessica and said like I was awful. I was like, if you vote her out, I'll be with you guys, and then we can take out my whole tribe. And of course that goes back to everyone. Like I was awful.
So I play a game with everybody as they leave. It's a word association. I'm going to say a name or an item, and you tell me the first thing that comes to your head. Let's start with Jessica.
Like intimidating.
White rice.
Eaten it once and never will eat it again.
Bailey.
Loud and goofy.
Trevor.
A douchebag. A lovable
Ryan.
douchebag. A lovable douchebag.
Ryan.
I guess sweet.
Okay, fair enough. Anna.
Crazy.
Maria.
When I was playing the game, I thought she was a psycho because she is, but I think like after helping out with production for season 4, she's probably the most hardworking person I've ever met.
David.
Good at Survivor.
Stacy.
You should have used your idol better.
Daniel.
Even better at Survivor than David is.
There you go. Awesome. Anything else you have to say to anybody, Jeremy, as your swan song?
Yeah, just one more thing.
Go for it.
Okay, I lost my train of thought. It's been a 12-hour day.
Let me see if we have any more questions.
Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
I guess I just hope I made people laugh this season. Because that's my goal in life, to make people laugh.
You definitely kept it entertaining, so that was fun.
Like, I might not be good at Survivor. I've actually realized one more thing, that 99% of people are bad at Survivor. We're all bad at Survivor.
There's only one winner.
There's only one winner.
So awesome. Well, hey, thank you, Jeremy, for being here. We hope to have you back on the finale night when we're going to get a couple of you together and do some chit chats and some groups. But good job, and I guess we will also be seeing you on the finale episode where you will be helping decide who is the winner of Survivor Reelfoot.
I'll make a splash on jury.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Jeremy. That is it. Thanks. We will hopefully be back next week with whoever is voted out next on Reelfoot. So check our pages, check Reelfoot's pages, and we will be with you soon. Thanks, and have a great night.